welcome back to another video at my YouTube channel. There's all my images from the Mandy's flower stamp set cut out. I used my brother's scan and cut, and this is going to be the first card in my Mandy's flower cards, mini card series. So I'm taking my stamp platform and I'm turning it around to where it reads rubber, and I'm going to use the 6x6 Modern Flowers background stamp for part of this card. I'm just taking my Xyron Mega Runner that's just like all dots and just putting a little bit of adhesive on my stamp platform so I can just use the middle of the stamp platform. I'm going to ink it up with some Spun Sugar Distress Oxide ink. So this is going to give just a tone-on-tone image of those modern flowers in the background. So because I'm going to have another background paper, and so I didn't want the card to get too busy, so I just went for this tone-on-tone look, and I'm just giving it a little CPR here to make sure I got a really good image. And I'm just going to pick these up with my tweezers because it will take a couple of minutes to dry and move on. And that stuff cleans up real easy with a baby wipe. Okay, so I'm going to use this scripty pattern paper that it came in the same Simon Says stamp kit as the Modern Flowers did, and I will have it linked, everything that I use linked down in the video description below. I'm using one of Simon's note cards that they also came in the kit. They come in a lot of the kits. Simon does give you a lot of note cards, and so I'm just using one of their pre-done note cards. I'm taking these nested flag banner dies that I have here, and I'm just going to layer up that script paper and that yellow paper that you see out, and I'll have, like I said, everything linked in the video description below and over on my blog post for today. And so I'm just going to just cut that out and tape them on there and run that through my Cuttlebug and cut those out real easy in one pass. Fits on my small cutting plates. So here we go. Now we got that. I did decide I wanted to ink up the edges, so I'm going to use the Distress Oxide again, but this time in the tea dye, and I will ink up those edges. I kept playing with that little fence and then decided it covered up too much of my scripty paper, and I really like that. I thought that was really pretty, very kind of romantic, that scripty paper. So I'm just taking off here that removable craft mat off of the glass media mat and just using that so I don't get my work surface all inky, and I can just remove that and keep going real quickly. So here I'm just inking around the edges with that tea dye, and I'm going to ink around the edges of the script paper as well. That tea dye ink really tones down that yellow paper as well as the scripty paper, and it just gives it a more soft finish. So I'm just going to use my Scotch ATG gun here and get all around the edges and layer those up, because I don't want to pop those up. I'm going to pop up the flower pot as well as my sentiment with my giant roll of Scotch foam adhesive. So I'm just going to quickly piece some foam on here, and I like to fully cover the foam, that way cover the image with foam. That way if you send it in the mail, it doesn't collapse or get bent or anything. It'll stay nice and popped up for you and not get damaged. So just get all those pieces on there and then peel off the liner and get that centered up in the middle of my flag banners. Go and mash that down real good. Remember, adhesive is pressure sensitive, so always mash everything down really good. Okay, so now decide for what sentiment to use off my stamp set, and I'm using the With Love. I just thought with the curly cues on that and the script, it just lent with the kind of romantic feel of this card with the floral background and the scripty font and everything. So this was the extra leftover piece of that cotton candy, and it fit just perfect with my sentiment, and I'm just inking that up with Simon Says Stamped chocolate ink. So I wanted to do the chocolate just to keep in my color scheme and to keep everything soft. I didn't want to use the intense black for that. So to cut this out, I'm using the Lawn Fawn Everyday Sentiment Banner die set. And so I'm just going to line that up on there and put a little piece of Post-it tape on there, run it through my Cuttlebug, and I'll have that. And so then I decided I should layer it up too, just to stay consistent with the layering look. And so I'd take that same yellow paper with the next larger banner die, and I just got me a good layer to go on back there. But I guess first I'm going to start building my card. I guess I realized in a minute that I needed to layer that up. So I get my background put down, and you can't see that floral image but on camera, but you can in person, and that Distress Oxide ink just gives it a very soft feel. Oh, so there's my yellow banner there. And my pink paper wasn't long enough to cut out the full banner, but I'm going to cut off the edge. I'm going to put it over to the left-hand side of my card, and I'm just going to cut it off with the edge of the card. So now here I'm just deciding, how I'm going to position that on there, and decided that the flowers needed to be shifted over to the upper right just to give the card some more interest. And I'm going to, again, use my Scotch ATG gun to adhere this down flat. And my camera battery died. But I was in the final stages of putting everything together of this card. So here is the final look of the outside of my card. If you want to see the next card in my Mandy's Flower card series, please hit that subscribe button and the little bell, and that way you'll get notified every time I upload a video. So I'll be coming really soon with that next card, as well as more haul videos and other videos as well. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you again soon.